x minus x sub 1. Next, substitute negative 2 for m, 1 for x sub 1, and 2 for y sub 1. The new equation is y minus 2 equals negative 2 times the quantity x minus 1. Now use the distributive property. The new equation is y minus 2 equals negative 2x plus 2. Add 2 to each side to write in slope
they
intercept
don't show
form.
like the adding
Y
of 2 like we
equals
do,
negative
but
2x
there's
plus
a little bit
4.
of constraints, but you get
The
the same
equation
thing.
is y equals negative 2x plus 4.
Okay. All right, so that gives you a lot of options on how to finish some things for the problems on those. All right. On your guided notes, to the right there at the top, should have a little grid, right? Graph these 3 lines. So let's do f of x equals 2x. We'll do that together. And I'll have you do 2x plus 3 and 2x minus 4. Slope of f of x equals 2x. I did. Damien, what's my slope? For A, right here. What'd you say? It is 2. Slope is 2. Now, or 2 over 1. What's my y-intercept? 1. If it was 1, it would have to say 2x plus 1. Okay, so if it was 1, it would have to have that plus 1. Lucas? 0. There's nothing there. There's really a plus 0 there. So my y-intercept or my b is 0. Where is 0 at? 0 is the point 0, 0. So you're going to go up 2. This is a positive slope to the right 1. So up 2 to the right 1, up 2 to the right 1. And I'm going to go down 2 to the left. And so there's 2x. All right, graph g of x, graph k of x, give it a different y-intercept. It still has the same slope. All right, so see what you get there after you connect those. So for that g of x, m equals 2, or 2 over 1, and my b is 0, 3.
It's easier. Do you know it's easier writing pen and pencil? Did you know that?
In pen.
Yeah, that's what I was just told.
Easier.
Well, it's not.
Yeah, it is.
Not in math, because you can erase a pencil very easy.
I can erase this pen pretty easy.
Okay. I know they make erasable ink. Mason. I got it right.
Aiden, Jenna, Carly.
Yeah.
We got it. All right, we're good. How you started?
Did you grab the other one? Just to grab the other two.
Go with the 0.
Okay. Yeah,
Why
over there.
is it?
Put it down.
That's just little two. That's just little two. From that point, you go up two, to that point. Up. Right one. Go down two. Left one. Draw up.
I can use mine.
Okay, draw.
Do straight lines. There you go. All right, I did that
It's minus
about that there.
And I'm sure you
No,
get
no, 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 down 2 over 1. Down 2.
Yeah.
Case two right one. Same spot. Okay, guys, the red line here. It's right here. What's my slope here? Or what? We always start with the what? Always start with the what? What's that called? The y-intercept, right? It's what? 3, right? So go up 3. What's my slope? Same thing, right? 2 over 1. So you're going to go up 2, right 1. Down 2, left 1. That's a double negative move. It's still positive. And draw your line. Okay? Okay, what's my y-intercept? What's my slope here in this last one? It's still what, guys? 2 over 2 or 2 over 1. Since I'm graphing, I'm going to put it as a fraction. What's my y-intercept here? 0, -4. So go down 4, put a point, right? Then we do what? Attach a 2 slope to it. Up 2, right 1. Up 2, right 1. Up 2, right 1. And line. Kind of looks like that.
Hey, what can you tell me? Do those lines ever touch? No. What do we call lines that touch?
Parallel.
Parallel. So they're parallel lines. What is the same about all 3 lines in the equation?
They have the same x.
Same x.
2 over 1.
Yeah, 2 over 1. Well, same x. What do we also call that? The what? Rhymes with rope. Slope.
I forgot, okay.
Slope. They have that number in front of the x is the same. It's 2x here, 2x plus 3, 2x minus 4. The plus 3 and the minus 4 move it up and down. Okay, but the 2 keeps that angle the same, the slope the same. Those are parallel lines. Parallel lines have the same slope. Parallel lines have the same slope. All right, that was that homework we went over. Okay. So now we're going to talk about parallel today, perpendicular tomorrow. All right, just trying to see. You remember, Zach, you remember anything about perpendicular lines? Not really? Austin?
They touch.
They do touch.
They do have a crossing point.
Yep, they do have a crossing point, and we'll extend it a little bit more. They cross in a very specific manner. They cross at right angles. Okay, and then we'll deal with that tomorrow. But right now, we're going to deal with parallel lines, and this is just what I said. 2 lines. Is this up to your top left there part? Okay. 2 lines in the same plane that never intersect are parallel lines. Okay. 2 distinct non-vertical lines because are parallel if and only if they have the same slope. Okay, so you can go both directions. So that is the key, same slope. You have this figure here. Which of the lines are parallel? You have to find the slope for the lines. Okay? You have to find the slope for the lines. To see. You can't just look. I want you to list what the exact slope is. Now, you can count boxes here. That is fine. So for line A, okay, if I start here and I go down 1, how far do I have to go over? 5. Is it a positive or negative slope? Negative. So it would be negative 1/5. Okay, so write that down on that, where that line is. So that is -1/5. You can do the slope formula because you got the points as well, but if you got the boxes and you can count, it's just a little bit quicker. All right, for that one. All right, look at B and C, see what you come up with for the slope. Look at B and C, look at what you come up with for the slope. Okay. Emily, you got B?
Yeah.
What you got?
-1/4.
She says -1/4. If I go down 1, I go over 1, 2, 3, 4. Agree. -1/4. Jeff, do you got C?
Would be again -1/4.
I don't know. Because I go down 1, how far do I have to go over? To get to that.
Five.
So it is -1/5. All right, so Addie, any of these lines parallel?
Yeah,
Which two?
all of them.
Does that have the same slope as the other two?
Oh no, B and C.
Which one's B? B is this one.
Yeah.
C is that one.
Oh, A and C.
There we go. So we can say A and C are parallel. A and C are parallel. Okay, so you got to be able to take a picture, count the boxes, come up with a slope. And you got to tell me what the slope is. Because like you look at these, A and B look pretty close to parallel. Okay, you can't just go by looks because it can be deceiving. So you got to say A and C are parallel. All right, so for B there, they give us points. Okay, they give us points. All right, let's split up the work. This group of tables, use the slope formula for line A. You find the slope for line A. You guys here in the middle, find the slope for line B. And you guys here on the outside, you find the slope for line C. Use the slope formula, y2 minus y1 over x2 minus x1. So for A, and then you compare your answer with somebody behind you, beside you, near you.
Reduce it.
Whoa. You got 3 over -2, so -3 halves.
Yeah.
Wow, what'd you simplify to?
Reese, tell me what order
You wanna make
to
sure-
subtract.
Even top heavy.
11 minus 8.
11 minus 8 on top, and then what?
5 minus 3 on the bottom.
5 minus 3, 11 minus 8. Ooh, wait a minute. If you do 11 minus 8, what do I have to do on the bottom? You got to go in the same order. If I do this one first and this one second,
So it'd be 3 minus 5.
you've got to do 3 minus 5. Okay? You've got to do 3 minus 5. And so that gives me 3 minus 5. All right, 11 minus 8 is 3. 3 minus 5 is -2. So my slope is -3 halves. So those of you who just didn't do A, write that down. So you guys write down the slope for A is -3 halves. Okay, you guys write down the slope for A is -3 halves. All right, what'd you get, Ryan, for your final slope for B? And then we'll go through it.
2/3.
So you got positive?
Yeah.
All right, now tell me what order you subtracted.
10 minus 14.
10 minus 14 over what?
-9 minus 23.
Negative 9 minus negative 3. 10 minus 14 is negative 4, right? Negative 9 minus negative 3 is negative 9 plus 3, which is negative 6. M equals 2/3. You are correct. You do need to reduce it. You cannot say, oh, my slope's negative 4 over negative 6. So if you had B or didn't have B, write down 2/3. Write down 2/3. Maddie, what did you get for C? Final slope.
I got -3.
Negative what?
-3 over 2.
Negative 3 over 2. Okay, so tell me what order you subtracted.
I had 4 minus 10
Okay?
over -3 minus -7.
4 minus 10 is negative 6 over positive 4. It is negative 3/2. All right, so if you didn't have C, write down negative 3/2. M equals for line C. All right, what lines are parallel? As we look at that, Gavin, what lines are parallel, if any?
A and C are parallel.
Good. And so you need to write down somewhere A and C are A and C are parallel. Okay, for that one. All right, now for this one, I think you guys got them listed across, right? All right, let's take a look at that. I want you to think how to do this problem. Here's A. Here's B.
It's different for you.
Oh, you got different ones?
Yeah. Ours is for A it's 2y equals 4x
All right.
plus 10.
Give me, I have to blame Brant. All right, Ellie, what do you got for A?
2y equals 4x plus 10.
What do you got for B?
6x equals y. Wait, 3y, sorry.
What's it start with? 3y
6x minus 3y, sorry.
equals
18.
equals 18. And what do you got for C?
Y equals 1/2 x plus 7.
Plus 7?
Yeah.
All right, is that what everybody else has? All right, what do you think the easiest way to do this problem is?
Using y intercept form?
Yep, using, I'll call it slope intercept form. Using slope intercept form, which means we have to do what? Okay, just think, what would you do to the problems to do that? Zach?
Get the y by itself.
All you gotta do is get the y by itself for each one. Okay? Because for the last one, I'm actually gonna start on C. I don't have to do anything. What is the slope of that one?
1/2.
It is 1/2. Okay, all I need to know are what are the slopes of those lines. That is 1/2. I don't have to come up with 2 points and do anything else. All right, gotta get y by itself. I want you to think about that first one. Alex, what do you think I need to do to get y by itself?
Divide 2.
Okay, divide what by 2?
10.
10 would be one thing. What about the 4x?
Yeah.
Yep, you gotta divide everything by 2. All right, so if you do that, what's that give us? Okay, once you do that, Reese, what's that gonna give us?
2x plus 5.
Make sure you say y equals 2x plus 5. Juan, what's the slope of that line?
2.
Very good. Is it parallel to the last one? Juan.
I said no.
Okay, no. All right, now this is the middle one. It has a couple more steps. We just got to be careful of. Zach, help lead me through it.
Subtract 6x on both sides.
All right, I want to make sure everybody's with me here. Subtract 6x. Okay. Because these are the problems I see a lot of mistakes on. All right, now what does that give us? What do I write down?
Hey, did you get that last night? That's right. Did you get that?
Yeah.
All right, when I subtract the 6x, negative 3y equals, all right, what's going to be on that other side, Ryan?
Negative 6x plus 18.
Right, because you can't actually subtract them because one has an x and one doesn't. And we always want to write the x part first. So we do negative, so you kind of go upward. You go negative 6x plus 18. So you got to have that. Okay, now, Austin, what do I do?
You divide every side by 3.
Not just 3, but
Negative 3.
-3, because that'll be very important with your signs. So -3, -3. So that gives me y equals, all right, Ellie, when you get done with that, tell me what you got. When you get done, so everybody else divide it, watch your signs, see what you get. We got
Y equals 2x minus 6.
good. -6 divided by -3 is positive 2x. 18 divided by -3 is oh, because you did say -6, didn't you?
Yeah.
All right. Slope, Jeff, what's the slope of that line?
2.
2. Alex, are any of these lines parallel? Oh, sorry, he's talking to you. Never mind. Abby, at this point here, are any of these lines parallel? Yep, which two? Or how are they listed on yours? Are they listed? Yeah, they're listed line A, B, or C. Would you say line A and B or line B and C? What would you say? A and B. So line A and B are parallel. Good. So A is parallel. Okay, A is parallel to B. All right, are we on the back yet?
Yes.
All right. Flip her on over.
That was the one.
That was the one?
Yeah.
Ah. So what happened there? A and B.
Ours says EX2 on the back and A and B.
Okay. I think we're good. All right, I see what happened. Is that it?
It's different.
Dang it.
No, it's the same one. We just
I think you just gotta write,
Oh, you just got to write in that
you
box.
gotta write 2x plus 3.
All right, so I forgot to delete that one. I had it on the next slide. Hey, all right. Can you think about this one? I want to see if you can figure out. We've done enough that you should have an idea of what to do. I will add something. I wanted in slope intercept
I was
form.
gonna say.
Yeah. So I didn't see that. So I want the final answer in slope intercept form.
Can I do this one?
Yeah.
All right, guys. Oh, you guys are waiting. You guys are doing this. Okay. Guys, what's the only thing that matters right here? What's the only thing I need right here? The what? Go ahead. All I need is this. All I need is this. And use what then? That point. Right? Take the slope, use that point, and put it in what first? Point, slope, form. Put it in point, slope, form. This. And then you put it in slope intercept form.
Okay, now, awesome. Distribute.
Maya, put it in point slope form for me. So it's going to be y. There's my x and y up there, right? So it's going to be y what? Minus a -4, which is what?
Plus
What's my slope?
2,
And what's my x?
5.
What do I write?
X minus
There you go. Distribute the 2 over there. Is everybody okay up to this point? Does that make sense? Jeff, what do you do now?
Did you make the y by itself?
Yeah, but what do I got to do over here first?
Minus.
Distribute. So what am I going to bring that one down to y plus 4? What do you got?
2x. Minus 10.
Okay. What do I do now? Emily, what do I do now to finish it?
Minus 4 on both sides.
Nice job. And what do you get?
Y equals 2x minus 14.
So guys, this line is parallel to this line going through that point. How do I know these two lines are parallel? By looking at them really quick. They have the same what, Lucas? Same slope, guys. If I would graph these two lines, they'd be parallel, right, on the graph? And I know this line right here would go through 5, -4. That's all they ask. Okay?
Okay, now fill in where that blank is. Fill in the 6x, -6x plus 2y equals 2.
Okay, this is the same problem, but why is this more work? We need to solve this for what, guys? Go ahead.
Doesn't give you the slopes.
We have to solve for y, don't we? What do I do? Don't I add 6x first? Everybody with me? Add this. Ellie, what do I do now? Solve for y.
Hold on 1 second. Sorry, I'm not doing So then, to solve for y, would you divide by 2?
Everything gets divided by 2. And I did all that work to get what? Y equals what?
Y equals 3x plus 1.
Okay, what's the only thing I need from this equation, Austin?
3x.
Well, just the 3. All I need is that 3. That's it.
Then you're done with it.
Okay? Now, what point? It's going to go through this point and with this slope. So there's my x and y with that slope. Put it in point slope formula. Don't pack up yet, guys. Point slope formula. Put it in point slope formula for me, Addie. Can you do it? Put this point with this slope in point slope formula. Y minus equals. There you go. Guys, distribute the 3, add 1.
So y minus 1 equals 3x minus 9. Okay. All right, we do have an assignment here. So you should get 3x, what, minus 8?
Mm-hmm.
Final answer. All right, 203. Number 1, number 3, and then 6 through 10.
Easy one, not fast. Gotta get that one. Is this yours, Chris?